G'day guys, today's video is going to be part 10 of Project Team Associated No Prep. Now if you're new to this series of videos, it's a series of videos where I've gone about turning a Team Associated B5M buggy into a no prep drag car. And so far I've made quite a lot of modifications to the car, put different motors and speed controllers in, different tyres and so forth. And so we're getting to the stage where I want to try and get it to go faster. Now, it's definitely been a while since I've done a video for this particular car. I've pretty much been distracted with other things in other hobbies and so forth, and had a chance to get back into doing a little bit more no prep. So I've decided one of the things I'm going to be looking at is getting it to handle properly. So what I'll do is I'll cut over to the bench and I'll explain what's been going on. Alrighty, so what I've been doing over the past I don't know, couple of weeks, I guess you could say, been going over the car and seeing what could be improved. Now, if you haven't seen this car before, this is your first time looking at the channel, as I said, I've gone about turning a B5M into a no prep drag car. So unlike a lot of conversions where they use a lengthened chassis to make it a longer wheelbase, it's just the same B5M chassis plate, and so it's a short wheelbase compared to your traditional no prep drag car. And because of that, being a shorter wheelbase means that it is a bit more squirrely, I guess you could say. So one of the things I've been finding is that adding weight to the front seems to be the go. So one of the things I've done is I've gotten what I've got here is, I know some of you might have a bit of a chuckle at this, but what I have here, this is a roll of lead that you use for roof tiling and so forth. Depending on what country you live in, you may not use this stuff, but here in Australia, it's like a lead sheet, and it's for going over the tiles and joining certain areas and so forth. And it comes in handy when you want to add ballast weight for model aircraft, or in this case, radio control cars. So what I've done here is I've got a strip of it and I've rolled it up, and I've put this weight on the front. I haven't tested it yet, but what I'm hoping is this bit of weight up the front here is going to try and at least stop it from going crazy like that up in the air. Try and keep the nose down a little bit and give me a little bit of controlled steering. That is the theory. What I've also done is I have adjusted the preload of the rear shock collars here. I've wound them all the way down, and I'm hoping, and I mean I could be wrong here, but I'm hoping with the front raised up, the weight bias is going to be going down to the front a bit more. So what I'm hoping is, as you can see, with the B5M, you're limited for how much movement you can have in shifting the battery forward. So I am hoping that by doing this, I can at least shift the battery forward enough, or have enough weight at the front so it's not wanting to backflip, because yeah, I've been having trouble with it, trying to keep it straight, and it just wants to flip out of the way, or flip itself over and so forth. One of the things that have helped is the tires. In the previous video, I switched to these Proline Reaction tires. They are belted tires. I was using Proline Hoosiers before, and what was happening, that even though the diff is locked, what would happen is, as you go onto the side, this tire would want to grow a bit more, and essentially it was walking like that. So it was going all over the place. The tires have definitely helped. So what we are going to do, guys, is I'm going to charge a battery, and we are going to go out to the test area, and we are going to see if adding this little bit of lead weight here has made a difference. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, we are at the usual test location. It's a nice bright and sunny day. Now, before we get into doing some passes, hopefully some successful passes, I want to address something. Now, I've been getting a few comments from random people. Some of them have been quite arrogant and rude and whatever. But some have been commenting about what's being classed as no prep, and a few people have commented about like the use of traction compound and the use of the blower here. People have been saying, oh well, wouldn't blowing the track down be classed as prep? Well, no, it's not classed as prep. And second of all, I blow it down because you get stuff like this, loose rocks like this. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's just a small rock. When you consider the scale, when you put it into scale and perspective, something like this would be the equivalent of a full-size car hitting a brick. Now you wouldn't see a brick just strewn across the drag strip, wouldn't you? You know, you see a drag strip, it's clean. Hell, even street racing, you wouldn't see debris on the surface. And that's why you blow the track down, because you don't want to cause a crash. It's the same, and also no prep refers to the surface. If you go to a drag strip where the track is prepped, you'll see from like the launch area, it's sticky. Well, here it's not sticky. So that's the definition of no prep. It's got nothing to do with blowing the track down or putting a little traction compound on the tires. It's got to do with the actual surface. Anyway, that's my quick little rant. So what we're going to do is we are going to get this ready, and hopefully we do some successful passes. Alright guys, not sure how this will go, but we'll do a quick burnout, get those tyres heated. Alright, let's see. Yep, that's working. Alright, let's see, drag, start. Okay, let's see how we go. Of course. Let's warm it up again. Start. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, same as before. Let's see, that's, yeah, okay. All right. Drag. Start. All right, let's see how we go. That's much better. Much better. All right. What I did on that takeoff there is I gave it a little left input on the steering, because I was anticipating to veer right a little. All right. Let's see what we get. Come on. Pick it up. Oh, seriously? Well, that's lame. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it cool down, and I'll be back in a minute, because it seems to, I don't know, maybe I've had a bit of butterfingers or something, pushed the wrong thing. But, well, actually no. Okay, so for some reason I'm not too sure, but we had 3.24 at 70 kilometers an hour. Okay, and 1.5 G with acceleration. Alright, so that's looking promising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cool down, and we'll come back and I'll see if I can better that time. Alright guys, let's give this another try. So what I'm going to do is do another warm-up, do a tyre warm-up, and we'll see how we go. Alright, drag, start. Alright, give a bit of left input. Okay, let's try that again. So we'll stop it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Drag, start. All right, much better. There's a whole heap of debris on the track, on the surface. It's not really a track, but anyway. All right. Read 3.2, so same time, 70 kilometers an hour, 1.59, so a bit better acceleration. All right. Well, I'm going to call that a success. So give me a minute, guys, and I'll be back. Well, guys, I'm going to call that a pretty successful test. The lead weight up the front there's certainly kept the nose down. The surface, I didn't really blow it down quite thoroughly. Probably should have. I did notice too, with the especially the rear suspension preload collars, because I wound them all the way down. I noticed that helped, as it, put the nose weight a bit more forward. So that definitely contributed as well. So I'm going to call that a pretty successful test. I know some of you might be watching this thinking, 3.2 seconds, oh, my car can do blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it, guys. I mean, there are much faster cars out there. However, one thing I do need to make very clear is this car that I've built has been a custom build, and it's short wheelbase, as opposed to, say, for instance, a DR10 or the Losi 22, whatever it's called. So keep that in mind as well. And I've also been having handling issues with it. So I can honestly say that knock on wood, the handling issues are resolved, and we can set about making it faster. So if there are any other tips, things like that you guys know of, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. I do appreciate constructive criticism. And yeah, let's see about making this custom build car go faster. So until then, guys, enjoy your hobby, and cheers.